Thousands of women run the marathon every year, but did you know women weren't always allowed to compete? Kathrine loved running. At just 19 years old, she was good at it. She even had a coach and was unofficially part of the cross-country team. Her coach was Arnie, a 50-year-old mailman that had been part of the team for years. He would regularly talk about the Boston Marathon, of which he'd ran 15 times. But women were seen as too frail. It didn't matter though. The idea was implanted in Kathrine's head. On a cold December day in 1966, Syracuse, New York, they were out on a training run. She was already running 10 miles a day and felt she was ready for the marathon. She asked her coach Arnie about joining the race. He said no, because no woman has ever ran the Boston Marathon, and was adamant the distance was too long, despite her showing great athleticism in training. After some pushing, he compromised. He told her he would take her if she could run 26.2 miles, the distance of the marathon, with him as part of her training. And she had it. She knew it. 3 weeks before the race, they ran the distance. And not only did she complete it, she then challenged Arnie to another 5 miles. Arnie agreed to take her to Boston, but little did they know, Kathrine would be making history. She called her parents as soon as she got home. She gave them the news after explaining what a marathon was. She told them it's important for her to finish the race. Her dad, realizing how serious she was and picked up on a little anxiety from her, he gave her a much-needed pep talk. Much of the what-if jitters Kathrine was feeling at the time was alleviated after that call. After training for several hundred miles in the cold, wet, and dark conditions, she was as ready now as she was going to be. See, women weren't allowed to run in any marathon, but both Arnie and Kathrine wanted to do it right. They checked the rules, and it did not say specifically that women were excluded. So they signed up. She signed her name the way she always had before, K. Switzer. Her boyfriend also signed up with the attitude, if a girl can do it, then so can I. He was a burly former football player and ranked nationally as a hammer thrower. He had dreams of going to the Olympics. The gun went on. They began their 26.2-mile race to the finish line. The first few miles were enjoyable. The men running alongside her were supportive and cheerful. After just a few miles, she caught the attention of one of the race officials. A press vehicle full of photographers slowed as they saw her, a woman running the Boston Marathon. They were frantically taking pictures. Suddenly, there was a man in a large overcoat in the middle of the road. He reached out to grab her, but only got one of her gloves. Mere moments later, she heard the sound of someone running up from behind. It was the race director. He was fuming and yelling. He tried to rip the bib off her. His hand slipped. He tried again. She ran just out of his reach. Finally, in mid-stride, he got a hold of her shirt. Out of nowhere, her boyfriend body-checked him into the ground. The coach yelled, "Run like hell," and with adrenaline coursing through their veins, they all took off. There were looming questions like, was the race director injured? Are we going to be arrested? It was then that she decided she would be finishing the race no matter what, even if there were officers waiting at the finish line. Her boyfriend, upset at his role in the situation, ran ahead. Not before he snapped at her for costing him the opportunity of going to the Olympics. Her exposed hand, the one the man ripped the glove from, was freezing cold. Undeterred, they ran hill after hill, one stride after the other. They passed her boyfriend at mile 13. In the Boston Marathon, there's a well-known hill known as Heartbreak Hill. With its steep incline, it's known to break runners mid-race. In Kathrine's determination, she conquered it without knowing until miles afterwards. The finish line was in view. To their amazement, there were no officers. The race director wasn't even there. Just a few people waiting with blankets and refreshments. The three of them crossed the finish line together and immediately were rushed by reporters and photographers. In 1967, Katherine Switzer became the first woman to officially enter and finish the Boston Marathon. During the race, Kathrine realized she was not only finishing for herself, but for women all over the country. It was this race that proved women belonged in the marathon. It turned out to be the catalyst for many other advancements in sports. Women were officially allowed to enter the marathon 5 years later. Her bib number, 261, received international attention and became a symbol of empowerment. She even started a run club called 261 Fearless. She's done many public appearances all around the world. In 2011, she was inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame. Remember the race director? He came out of the incident injury-free. I think his ego was bruised more than anything. His name was Jock. Kathrine and him became friends before his passing in 1988. She had spent a day visiting him in the hospital. She praised Jock's change in attitude and had hope if someone like that can change, maybe the world could too. If you would like to hear more interesting stories like this one, please like and subscribe.